And we're not doing it in a nasty way. It was quite friendly banter, by the way. But I really want to annoy Aiko going into a loser bracket final. Like, I wouldn't want the punishment to be that severe, as he can definitely output it.
It's probably best to wait till after the match to trash talk.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, especially against Aiko, like, or Akko. I always pronounce his name wrong. It's like Echo, but Echo. Like, French pronunciation is difficult, but Link Gun secondary isn't difficult for Aiko, as he manages to pick up the first frag in the first couple of seconds. Big play coming in on the shield belt now. Flick getting comboed on the top of this cranium and makes a quick exit towards the 100 area. He's not going to try and contest this belt anymore. He's just going to stick with the 100. I don't blame him.
A quick shout out to Skaven, who's just popped up in the stream chat.
Oh, did he hear his name being called? He's like, "What? I'm playing?"
I think his ears must have been burning. But I've just missed that action there. Actually, nice kill from Flick there, shutting down with a combo of the Stinger secondary and some rocket work.
Flick is actually playing really well today, despite his rage. And wow, that was some good tracking with that Link secondary. And manages to secure another frag, getting the early control, but
needed to fall back in the armor area and pick up that health.
You're quite correct, player.
Lapse of concentration there from Flikswich.
You know, sometimes you could do that play a lot of the time against less aggressive players, because it's not the usual strategy just to poke your head out when somebody's just picked up an armor. But for Aiko, he just doesn't give a damn. He doesn't care what your armor situation is. If he thinks you're low, you're going down, and you're going down quick. And Flick is trying to land some flak. Lands some, but not a large amount of damage. But he gets a great spawn.
Oh, can't get around that corner. Needs to get away and pick up this Link Gun now. You can actually win this engagement quite easily here with the Link Gun. Oh, managing to bring him down to 28 HP, not managing to close out the kill though. Say at the minute it's been quite a hot topic of conversation. The Link Gun close range in its current state is absolutely deadly. So
yeah, it really forces you to land those first rockets or flat cannon situations. If you don't, and you don't get the bounce or the good damage, it's usually gonna end up rinsing you very quickly. And we saw really Sharken utilizing it and setting the meta in like the previous build before this, or the last update, sorry, my bad. He really sort of capitalized on it, and if he wins this tournament, I'm sure he'll be doing a shout out and thanking the Link Primary personally.
Just great work from Flikswich there. Great timing, but not managing to close off the kill after having another really lucky spawn from him though. That's twice that's happened where Akko's been really unfortunate. Gonna get shut down with enforced around by the armor. So I was just saying, really unlucky on Akko's part there, closing off the kill, and then Flikswich just spawned right on top of the armor.
Flikswich has to be a little bit careful, as Akko does have some good positioning, especially with that combo, sending him down to 12 HP. And Flikswich spams out the smiley bind that he's got lined up, but he's not going to be able to make a play for this armor now, as he went for the health. Akko now able to get the control locked down on Protracted, and Flick is stuck in the worst part of the map to get cornered in. And Shieldbelt's coming up. He does, I was going to say, he does have kind of an even stack at the time, but it was too late getting there, and Aiko gets the belt uncontested and is looking to pick up some more damage with some shot combos. Lands a direct rocket, lands the splash onto the ramp, and finds another frag as he's running away with this now on Protracted.
Flikswich could do some work here with the Link if he's smart about how he plays this one. Brings Akko down to 70 HP. He was desperately trying to block that shock ball with the Link primary so that he couldn't detonate the combo, but he couldn't actually hit it, and then walked straight into the combo that was waiting for him.
That was pretty brutal.
Interesting to see a player focus so much on trying to pop the shock core though.
Yeah, you know, at that range, you'd usually just go for the primaries, right? You'd kind of just let it go, and you know, you knew Flick was low after that engagement, and shot primaries would be the safe bet. But Aiko is a man of style and grace, as many of the Frenchmen are.
Flikswich was getting shut down there as he was going in for the hammer kill. I'm not sure if that was a serious attempt to get in the kill, but
let's switch on to Flikswich for a little while, see how his rage is coping now that Akko has a 10-point lead.
4 minutes left, not an awful lot Flikswich can do really. Akko seems to be in full control once again. Has got him down to 9 HP though, just needs to hit anything on him here. Akko's actually going to challenge Flikswich for the shield belt with 9 HP. Flick really should have just switched to the Enforcer there and just hit him even once.
A very unfortunate turn of events there for Flick, and you know, as you said, Blair sort of switched out to something with a faster rate of fire and try and land that last shot in. And Aiko just dominating Flick now, feeling very comfortable as we're kind of entering into garbage time, I feel, right now.
Yeah, I mean, 9 frags for Flikswich to come back in 3 minutes is something of a mammoth task.
The only
Against
people
a player
that,
like Aiko.
yeah, and this map just seems to suit his playstyle so well, and there are only 2 players that I feel can really contest him on it, which would be pretty much Dylan and Hypno. These are the guys that would be able to fight Akko on this map.
But it's like we were saying earlier, I'm not sure about the map picking process and whether people are using it to the smartest way. Really, it's, you wouldn't leave a map like this in for Aiko. Do you know what I mean? You'd rather, even if you were feeling confident on this map, you're going to know that Aiko is going to be better. So pick something you might be less confident on, but I mean, damage limitation, pick a map that Akko's not as strong on.
Yeah, I wish we could. I completely forgot to ask them what maps were banned, but that's something that needs to be included into the game. A tournament mode, like where you have a pre-game and you literally can see it happening on the screen, that you have a map list that you set and then pictures of the map and then a ban, X go through it, bam, and you know exactly what's going to happen in the game. And so you've got something to talk about, you've got something to mention beforehand. You can see the process or the player thinking about why they banned certain maps and picks. I think that would be a really nice add onto the hubs and stuff, having that sort of tournament aspect of it included into the game. A small little thing, but I think it goes a long way in competitive gaming. Flick battling over the shield belt, does secure one, and
Lands a really nice combo onto Aiko there. Just needs to finish him off with some stinger and does manage to close out. Nice frag actually from Flikswich there. Again, it's not going to mean much unless he can get another 8 in the next 60 seconds.
maybe it can happen.
I believe.
I don't believe in
don't.
Santa anymore. Not anymore, mate. Not with Aiko behind the wheel. He can be like Satan.
1 minute remains.
Absolutely ruthless.
Oh, Aiko nearly catching Flikswich just before the shield belt pick up there. I'm surprised this is the longest we've seen Flikswich hold out without saying GG.
Actually, that's a
7
good.
frags down.
That's a good point, but
So he's not giving up completely out of this match.
I think just
Not
putting.
entirely sure what just happened there, but
No, that was bizarre. Was that a rocket death or a secondary flat ball to the face onto the Flick killing himself? Must have been something like that anyway.
and there we go. 12 seconds remaining. GG.
A respectable GG this time though.
4, 3,
As the server dies for me. Does it die for you? It seems that I muted my mic in between all of that talking. So while my internet did go down, I forgot to unmute my mic. Arr! Bollocks. But
Right, it's working out.
Aiko losing out on an early lead here, because I feel as if he should have got that, but Flikswich was able to grab 2 amazing sniper shots. And Flick actually should have got another secondary frag with that, in my opinion, with the mini, but didn't land it. Things got thrown out the window. But Flick playing ultra aggressive, almost lands the air rocket, but I think Aiko landed it, and a good combo coming out as Aiko tries to make his escape across the map, and another great combo from Flick. Oh
the
my!
fantastic follow-up with the sniper there.
Flick is on a roll right now on a raise. This is the map he made, so he should be good at it, and going 4-0 up against Aiko already, but it's still early days yet. 8 minutes left in the game. And
that flak ball nearly taking Flikswich out just as he came around the corner there near the pads. So near the shock, sorry.
I wonder if Aiko's going to try and fight this next shield battle. He isn't. He's going to back off towards the 100 and re-stack up. He has to play it a little bit safer now, Blair. Can't afford to give away too many frags on this map.
Oof, Aiko doing 2 huge hits with the primary flak there. Flikswich now on the back foot, running away, but that was, I mean, he had 130 health and shield belt, I think.
I spoke way too soon. Again, the commentator's curse coming out strong today. Like, just when I say, oh, he needs to hold back, and he can hold off this lead pretty easily.
Unfortunate there from Flikswich, messing up his movement slightly. Okay, now bring it to within 2 frags now. As I said, that 1 frag getting a really nice respawn kill there. This is the thing, how quickly he's turned this game around already.
Yeah, and now Flikswich really in a bad position. Aiko spamming the wall.
Lagging out or something.
Quite possibly. But Flikswich needs to be really careful here. A diving pulse play coming in from Aiko does amazing damage to 19 HP.
I don't know why Flikswich peeked back into the armor area there. He'd managed to get away from that engagement. Only had 10 HP. Ooh, unfortunately there that shock ball hit Aiko before he could detonate the combo.
Yeah, that could potentially put him back into this game. But Aiko now back on form after a rough start, taking the lead 4-5 with 6 minutes left.
Aiko needs to be careful here. Shield's up in the next 5 seconds or so. It doesn't look like Flikswich is aware of it. But it does manage to secure the shield battle, much needed as well, because Flikswich has just picked up the armor, and I think Aiko was down to like 30 or 40 HP there.
Flick probably going to try and attempt to pick up this 50. Aiko trying to do some sniper damage there. Lands a shot mid-air. Lands another shot. Some great hit scan work, but Flick is harassing him very well on the 100 armor area. But can he line up a combo in time? No, he's not going to be able to, unfortunately. Flick needs to do some big damage from far away. He doesn't want to get into a close range fight right now, but Aiko certainly does.
Great footwork from Aiko there to move around Flikswich. Flikswich kind of had no chance of even doing any damage before Aiko had let off that rocket into his face.
More follow-up rockets coming in from Aiko. Securing a 3-point lead now. Taking the next shield belt. Flick heading towards that 50 area after taking the 100. He doesn't really have any good weapons to fight with. Just rolling around with the Enforcer. Waiting for the flat cannon. And the drop down with the rockets again. Landing 2 good rockets. And this should be an easy frag now for Aiko to finish off. Flick did manage to pick up a flat cannon, but it's way too late. And it's unfortunate that he wasn't able to get a weapon once he actually picked up quite a good stack for himself. Getting the 100 and the 50. But now, oh, he's back into it. All of a sudden, big damage, big combo follow up as well. 2 frag game, 8 to 6.
This could be really crucial. We're leading up to 10 seconds before the shield belt spawns. I'm not sure if Flikswich has got a timer on it. He needs to get down there and deny this shield belt from Aiko, because Aiko has had the last 3 uncontested now, and it will be the 4th in a row for Aiko. Again, that hard work that he'd done there to pick up those 2 kills back kind of feel a bit wasted now when you look back at the armor stack as they are now.
Yeah, pretty even on the armor stacks, and Aiko does need to pick up some hit scan though. So Flick does have the range game right now. He just needs to start picking away, but he lets Aiko get that shock rifle, and that is potentially deadly for Flikswich right now. Some good prediction spam coming in from Flick, but not able to connect with them. He's reading the situations right. Good combo coming in from Aiko onto that lift. But follow-up from Flick as well with a follow-up rocket too. And he's going to push aggressively. Oh, he's mispositioned himself on the shield belt ever just so slightly. But Aiko doesn't manage to get the flak damage he needed. And Flick manages to squeeze out and lands an additional combo, leaving Aiko on 20 HP. He stacks up with some health bubbles. 30 HP, retreating to the 50 area. And now Flikswich has a game on his hand.
Great work from Flick again, replying absolutely perfectly to the situation. Flick now going to try and push in and land a combo here on Aiko as he's round by the armor vials. Aiko, why is he going to back off? I mean, Flikswich at the minute, 96 health, 110 shield belt still remaining. But he has got that stack advantage.
But can it last against Aiko right now? Aiko in a really bad position.
Gets shut down by a nice combo there.
It looked like he made a dive for the 100, missed it, and fell into the sort of rocket pit area. And there's pretty much no escape. And rather than trying to impact hammer his way out of it, he kind of played it aggressively. And it's not paying off as now Flick catches him off at the shield belt as he tries to steal it as well. Getting the 1 frag lead now here on a raise. Flick is back in the game and the bioplate is coming out from Aiko. Desperation measures are being had as he tries to retreat to the 50 area, but makes a dive towards the minigun, double backs onto the 100, but it's not up.
I mean, this is really crucial now. A minute and a half left in the game, 1 frag lead to Flikswich. I mean, all he needs to do is he needs to play defensively. He needs to make sure that Aiko can't pick up these power-ups and stage a comeback here. He's done all the hard work. The easy part now will just be denying the power-ups. Not necessarily taking them, but making sure that Aiko's put under pressure so that he's forced into a corner. Like he's doing now, so he's denied that armor from him. He can actually push in and pick up a kill here if he does pick up the rocket kill just above the shield belt area. 5 seconds until that spawns. Flikswich playing this perfectly.
Oh,
and wow,
that
shuts him down with a really nice combo there.
The prediction combo was incredibly well read. And that's a combo that Dylan is pretty much famous for. He always does the drop down combo from above, and Flikswich instinctively knew where that was going to be coming from and replies with a combo himself onto that situation, extending that frag lead, and now pretty much sealing the game unless Aiko can do some really aggressive big push.
He's going to force in here near the pads area. Flikswich down to 18 HP, Aiko down to 30. See if he can find this. He's not going to find this spawn kill, no.
Flick ended on the wrong... Well, Flick ended up in the right side of the map by the 100. Manages to find the armor there as it spawns. And he's going to be able to seal this map. Incredibly close game. Back and forward. Flick with the 4-0 start. And then Aiko with the hammering mid game taking the lead. And then suddenly Flick awakens again. And gets a spurt of energy running through his veins. And manages to tie up the games 1-1. Dropping into the final map, Flikswich versus Aiko here on a raise. Flikswich in the red trunks, Aiko in the blue. And Aiko will get the link gun spawn. And Flick the rocket launcher. Aiko manages to steal away the shock rifle from Flick.
Narrowly dodging those 2 rockets though.
They were very quick off the bat, weren't they? Just a few more pixels over and Aiko could have been having a very bad start indeed on Mimic. The stacks are fairly even coming up to the first 100 armor, and Aiko's positioning himself for the drop down with some good combos. Flick is too frightened to go for it. He's going to instead back off to the 50 area. Some primary shot coming in from Aiko as he lands.
Nice movement from Flikswich there to evade that situation. He needs to keep running. He needs to pick up some health. Maybe try and get in position for the shield belt if he wants to challenge for it, which he can do. He's not at too much of a disadvantage stack-wise. I think we're going to see Flikswich pick this up uncontested, yeah. Well, Aiko coming in from the Rockets area, but definitely way behind the pace of Flikswich. Being shut down with a huge combo there from Aiko, doing a lot of damage with that initial combo and then following it up with the primary to finish him off.
It was a very unusual play from Aiko, but I think what he was doing is I think he just thought Flikswich was going to sort of concede the shield belt area at the time and go for the 100, and I think he wanted to set up a frag in that area. It was very unusual indeed to see Aiko do that, but it didn't pay off anyway in the long run because Flikswich got annihilated with a beautiful combo that pinned him up against the wall towards the 100 area, and now he's really on the back foot. He manages to find the 100 and he's dodging all this primary link on 9 HP with that little plastic jar. Oh!
Aiko picking up a lovely double kill there. Read the play perfectly.
He's been learning the spawns.
Definitely. And the funny thing being, I think the timing there, if Flikswich hadn't have fired the Enforcer at him, he would have still had some protection there.
That's probably very true. Oh, this combo's looking good. Not as much damage as I was hoping for, though. Flick, 3-0 down. Just denying some space with some primary link. Ooh, that secondary flak shell looked like it was going to whack him in the face, but doesn't do much damage. That first rocket's good from Flick. Puts on a lot of pressure. Another good follow-up rocket. Direct. And again, gets onto the scoreboard. And now he's going aggressive, trying to pick up another frag here, but he could give away the 100 armor if he's not careful. In fact, he's going to double back and make sure he gets that at least. Shield belt is up in 10. Aiko's probably going to contest it. He's probably feeling quite confident in his aim again. But Flick manages to land a great combo, removing all of that armor and a rocket to follow it up 2-3 now.
Great work from Flikswich. Again, he just needs to carry on with this movement. Sorry, momentum he's built up here. Like we saw on the second map, sorry. As soon as he kind of got into the swing of it, he didn't really give Aiko a look in, and he needs to challenge him whilst he's not got any power-ups, whilst he's not got any weapons or hit scan to challenge him with.
He's really reading these situations incredibly well now. Flick has improved a lot dramatically over the last coming months, and it's really shaping up. I mean, he's going toe-to-toe with a quality player such as Aiko as well.
Arguably one of the best dual players currently in UT4 scene, so to see Flikswich do this well is quite a surprise.
If only he could get...
say that, Aiko being quite defensive there with the movement wise, but managed to get a trailing sniper shot onto Flikswich as he was coming around from the rockets.
Yeah, and now Flick has to work even harder to sort of equal up the game if he wants to get back into this. He's 2 frags down now. And Aiko's going to land some additional combo damage. And again, denying him the space with that. Great. I really like that map design there. I think it's an interesting, unique feature. And Flick tried to corner his opponent out of the shield belt area, but it's not going to work out for him too well. He does manage to put out a lot of damage onto Akko. But is he going to get to the 100 armor in time? I don't think he is. The flat cannon comes out, but wow. Did Flick manage to steal that? No, he didn't. Akko was able to pick it up just in the nick of time. I thought he walked over it there for a second. Shield belt's up though. Shield belt going to Flick. And now, free frag game. Flikswich has an armor stack which he can do something with, providing he can land some damage. Prevents Akko from getting to the 50 area with some lined up shock balls, but the flak is coming out too strong and he can't push into that 100 armor. And Akko is now back in control of the map with that armor lead.
Oh, Flikswich, if it had landed that combo, would have easily shut down Akko there. Unfortunately, he was just off with his aim.
Again, slightly too late on that other combo as well, and Akko is going to seal off a frag here with a rocket launcher coming up behind Flikswich on the bio area. Securing another 100 armor and lining up some combos towards the 50 area. It can feel very claustrophobic in that 50 area actually. Like, it's hard to find the escapes, know which way to run if somebody's holding just outside of it. But Flick manages to squeeze out, finds that shield belt again. He's still in this.
That puts him in a great position now. Obviously, Akko's still quite stacked in terms of armor, but that can easily be done with a bit of good work here from the Rockets, as you've just seen from Flikswich. Akko down to 20 HP, surely going to get shut down now. 3 frags left for Flikswich to make up in the last 3 minutes. He needs to push in, catch Akko here when he's got no armor, and he is going to do that. He's going to knock him down to 13 HP. Needs to close this off, and he will do.
Wow, that was some great positioning there from Flick. Using that top grey area to get a positional lineup towards the 100 area to get a good safing spam shot. And oh, lovely air rockets on the wall run. Oh, Flick, it's a 1-point game now. He's tying things up, hopefully, onto this next shield belt, providing that he doesn't take too much rocket damage. He manages to equalize the game with 3 minutes to go and gets the shield belt. And things are looking pretty bad for Akko right now, as he's going to get into a close range fight with the rocket launcher.
And by the looks of things, getting a bit tilted by typing in game Shore, or badly typing in Shore anyway.
Yeah,
Flikswich chasing down this kill here.
I've
Again,
never
he
really...
needs to attack him whilst he's got no armor. Sorry, what were you saying?
I was going to say, I never see Akko type usually. Like, he's usually committed to the game and focused, but now the Flikswich effect is affecting him by the looks of it, both in-game and mentally.
And Flikswich just needs to play his last 2 minutes smart now, and that's not a good start.
That's
for the
not
last
smart.
2 minutes. Caster's curse. That is
seriously
just...
Akko just getting angry and getting even with that flat cannon play. He locks down the 100 armor with that play. He locks down the shield belt now. Flick, with only the link gun to his name, messes up his movement here, but Akko's just going to wait for the shock rifle so he can have some more secure plays as the map comes into its final minute. 7-7, 1:30 on the clock, and it's all to play for, Blair.
I mean, Akko in a worse position than Flick here. Obviously, if you look at the armors, well, not so much now. He's picked up that health, but Flikswich needs to get out of here straight away. He needs to not be tied up by one of those combos. Akko is chasing him down. Going to try and cut him off towards the shock area, it seems now.
Flick's just going to try and vial up as much as possible. Out of control. He heads up towards the sniper area. I don't think he's ready for this combo. Manages to do some little bit of damage, only splash damage onto Akko. He still manages to hold on to the control. 100's up. Flick capitalizes on that, and he's pushing aggressively towards the shield belt area. Akko's not in a great position for it at the moment, and Flikswich positions himself great on these pipes. He can actually take a huge advantage, providing he doesn't jump into the flat cannon, which he has done twice. He's now trying to force his way back out of the area. But no, he's gone back in. He's playing it aggressive, and Akko is trying to chase down the frags. Good combo coming out from Flick, but just barely misses the Frenchman as he makes his way back to the 100. Oh, there's the
Akko
frag.
doubling back. I don't think Flick was expecting him to re-peak that corner again.
A great play from Akko there. But Flick is not giving up. He's rushing this with the primary link. He can make the wall run here, but denied with two shot combos. And now Akko back in charge. He's diving down, but this could be deadly. Oh, it's deadly for Flikswich. The game is sealed. The Frenchman takes it 7-9 in the last minute of the game. Wow, what?
Great comeback from Flick though. I mean, it was his to take.
It really was. And he just made a momentary lapse going into that 100 area against Akko, where, you know, you don't expect those such aggressive plays coming out sometimes when you're playing this kind of high level. You don't expect somebody to just dive in with 100 health with no armor control and take advantage of the situation like that. And Akko just proving why he's such a fierce competitor in this tournament.